Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, family. Come in the room. I love myself. Peace, my beautiful reflections. Annie, come on in. It's like 1, 2, 3. It is 1:33. 33 is 1:23 a.m. Just wanted to see who's up because I am definitely up. And a topic came into my mind about the empath. Just coming more into our psychic abilities as we're awakening and we're opening up. We're actually what's the words that I'm looking for? As we're coming into self and we're coming into our natural abilities given to us and our natural abilities as a human, as we connect to self, connecting to nature and connecting to the very beings of who we are, and knowing thyself, meaning that we're, eating things that's conducive for our body and are conducive for ourselves because we know ourselves are ourselves. We know that things are, shifting and we're all awakening to these gifts. I just wanted to speak about being an empath because some of us have been born with these gifts, like really sharp with them, because everybody's born with them, but some people are really sharp with them. And some of us has closed that door from long time ago. But now that the awakening is happening, it's just now reopening. And I was one of those people. But I feel like I just always knew how people felt and being empath. I'm just going to play a little video after I tell a bit of an experience of being an empath. Also, being empathic, I can feel people's energy. I can feel and what they actually are, what they really want to say. And I can actually hear people's thoughts. One example that actually happened today, my twin sister came in the room, and I'm just now waking up. Actually, I can actually feel when somebody's about to walk in, and I wake up immediately. So, with that being said, before they even approach me, I can feel their auric field, trust, in my space. So I wake up automatically, and I'm just, looking at them before they even can, come and address me. So she came in, and I woke up, and she's like, she wanted to talk to me about, something about what I've done for her yesterday, like her lashes, and I automatically knew what she was gonna say. Like I just took the words right out of her mouth, and I gave her the solution because I knew, what exactly she was looking for. And she was just so amazed, and she was like, "How did you know that I came in here to ask you these things? And how did you know, that's what I wanted?" And I was like, "I read your mind." But really, I actually read her energy. Like I can just feel it, and something just told me what to say. And this is literally just waking out of the sleep I was in, just waking out of my rest from the dream realm, the spiritual realm. So it's very easy for me now to read people's energy. Very, very easy for me to read people's energy, and I can actually feel thoughts, because what are thoughts? Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are, just words, which are vibrations, and energy is vibration. So it's just vibrations that, that's come out from our vocal cords, spoken, but thoughts are actually just vibrations that's non-spoken, and we're able to feel that as being empathic. So we're able to hear it too. I'm able to hear these things, people's thoughts and whatnot, and I'm able to, act as such. And sometimes I can, be off, just I'm not gonna say I can be off. Yeah, I can be a little bit off if I'm confusing other people's energies or confusing my energy for somebody else. But that was in the past. I'm getting to the point where now it's go time, and I feel like, okay, my heart be speaking to me, like this chakra right here, where you see this tattoo right here. Like that be speaking to me when it's heated up. It's like, all right, slow down, tiger. You know, there's something you're missing or something you have to, know. And when it's when it actually feels there's warmness here, but it's like the warmness, it has different types of feel. So being empathic, we got to know how we feel to determine how other people's feel, because we're actually determining their energy from our experiences as well as ourselves. Like, so we have to get to know ourselves. So coming, that's like I said before in the beginning, knowing thyself and becoming more in tune with thyself, you become more in tune with your gifts and your talents and your abilities to sense other people's energies. So I just wanted to play this little video to, and help somebody of those empaths that might need a little bit of guidance about these things, which really helped me before. So let's switch this over.
Greetings, my dears, in love and light. Improving your empathic skills, and a bit about being empathic. So what is being empathic? Well, in a spiritual sense, being empathic is to be able to feel other people's emotions. So it's a psychic skill to do with human-to-human contact, souls incarnate as human. So it's feeling how others feel, and that may be voluntary or involuntary. Some people complain of being...
Alright, I just want to say this quick. Another thing, me and my twin was speaking, and she expressed herself, and after she expressed herself, I was automatically hit with this emotion. Like, she wasn't showing it, but I felt her. I felt exactly how she felt. And it made me want to cry because it was such a release. And I told her, like, I am crying because I feel like that's what you really wanted to do, like, for the longest time. And I felt like there was such a release for you. And she was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I was just like, okay, cool. Because I know I wasn't just crying for no reason. And it was very beautiful. And also I was crying because, that was something, that was beautiful for me as well. So I just want to let that out. I just want to say that before we go any further.
Being able to feel other people's emotions, especially negative ones, and feeling it as if it's their own emotions.
And that's very dangerous. I'm just going to keep doing this throughout this video because this experience is wild. It's very dangerous to know, like, you can sense negative emotions and it's mistaken for your own, but it's actually somebody else's. It will make, for me, it made me feel like I was probably a negative Nancy or something. Like, I just kept feeling these thoughts or hearing these thoughts of other people and not knowing it was not even mine. I was just very empathic and sensitive and intuitive. It makes, we have to remember that not all feelings are our feelings. Not all emotions are our emotions, especially if we're very sensitive and are around like a lot of frequencies, a lot of vibrations, a lot of people around us. So when it comes down to negative emotions, I'm able to feel them instantly because for one, I experience negative emotions, and then now I know how it feels when I have that the negative emotion going on. And two, I'm just able to feel it. What it feels like is a heat, and sometimes it gets is a queasiness in my stomach, and sometimes it's just an uneasy feeling, or you can just sense it. Sometimes you hear it when you're really empathic or you're very psychic. You can just hear like a dum or something like that. That indicates that it's a lower vibrational frequency that's just entered in the auric field. So, yeah.
This can be quite difficult for some because they're unable to discern between the two, their own emotions and others, and they feel bogged down by the weight of other people's emotions as if they're intruding upon them. If that's the case for you, please watch my video on spiritual protection, and this can help you with unwanted empathic sense. But generally,
my gosh, this is just giving the rules. Okay, another experience. Wow, I'm having these so many experiences with this. Psychic spiritual protection is really, really real out here. We have to be protected because sometimes some people can be just thinking so bad about us, just gossiping, talking so much shit, and we're able to feel it from a distance. That actually happened with me before, plenty of times, and that's basically like people casting spells on you, like just basically sending out their negative forms of vibrations and frequencies towards you, and you're able to feel it on a really bad level, a really negative level. What happened with me was I was experiencing headaches, really really bad headaches, and my body felt like sore or weak, and it was really bad. Like I was sore for like 3 days, and like the headache was really pounding. I had to get Reiki done on me, like energy stress relief, for it to distinguish and like just diminish. Actually, it had to go with Reiki healing, and I was able to figure out who was sending me all those negative vibrations, and just by channeling my energy or just letting it flow to me, and putting the puzzle together, and I had to release that and send love towards them so it will be reciprocated. Even though I was taking on all that negative, I had to send out love in return regardless, because you don't want to give that. It's spiritual warfare out here, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. I could have sent that back, but I just don't. I choose not to. We have a choice whether to send these frequencies to somebody or not. But anyway, getting back to the video.
Overall, being empathic is a wonderful gift, and we all have the ability to be empathic. We are all essentially the same. We're souls incarnate as human in this energetic reality. And since birth, we are trained into this physical illusion under physical laws and assumptions, Newton's laws, etc., and social norms that are given to us, and we go by them. And this doesn't include spiritual abilities which are largely ignored, one being intuition. That is to a great degree ignored, and we're told that it's just the realm of fairy tales. So we don't develop these senses, and being empathic is another one of these senses, and many people are born with these abilities switched on to a great degree, and they don't know what's happening to them.
Alright, another thing there's definitely block your empathic abilities, which we don't want to do. That is just self-doubt, going against our intuition, and closing our third eye. And that all have to do with people. Sometimes people won't believe in you, and that's just a reflection of you not believing in yourself, basically. But you have to trust your gut. Trust your gut. You hear what people say, trust your gut. That's basically trusting your natural empathic power, trusting your intuition, trusting your heart, trusting it, and knowing what you're feeling is right. When you have these thoughts, we have to just be so sure about them. And I want to let you guys know that, because from experience, I was blocking my empathic abilities, but now they're so strong because I'm actually allowing the universe to show me things. I'm allowing myself to feel and be in the present and be in the now. And it helps so much, because when I'm in the present, I'm in the now, I'm able to feel out things before I just say things and just go with things. I have to feel it out first. And being empathic, being strong in our empathic powers is definitely, we can take that for an advantage in all situations, with people, with places, with job opportunities, with things. We just got to just trust our intuition and trust our gut.
And they can experience mood swings, bipolar disorder, and great depression because of picking up emotions and feelings of others. We all share the same energetic space. We're all plugged into this one reality that is creation, and we are all one. We are all connected together, although we're taught that we're not. And that's why we can sense others, because others are ourselves. We are all one. Developing the skill of being empathic is quite important as you spiritually progress, because as we are all moving to higher stages of existence, some very slowly, some a lot quicker, experiencing other people's emotions and learning how to deal with those, process them, and your effect on others and how they affect you is all part of spiritually progressing and moving forward. In higher stages of existence, there's much greater positive social cohesion in positive realities anyway. Much greater positive cohesion where individuals, that there are no secrets, thoughts and feelings are shared. Now that might seem a bit strange, but it's because we live in this reality where we are all under the illusion of separation. So practicing empathic skills is a wonderful way to experience progression and moving forward, ready for the next stages of existence to help you progress. So what is empathy? Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to imagine what...
Boom. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. That is something so big that we have to learn. And I've learned this, this is how I understand people. This is how I understand and understand them. And this is how I'm able to show them love, because I see them as me. And I see my situation, what I've been through in their situation. And this is how I'm able to be empathic or empathetic towards people, because I'm able to feel them, feel exactly how they feel, because I felt that before. So I'm able to astral travel into that feeling, astral travel into that memory, and feel those feelings and feel that emotion. And I'm like, all right, this is how it happened and why it happened, and I'm able to forgive you because I forgive myself. Boom, shakalaka, what the people damn want.
what it's like to be them, to be feeling what they're feeling. And some people are better able to do this than others. So in that way, being spiritually empathic and having that spiritual sense, that inner sense, comes more easily to some than others. But I'm going to describe to you a way that you can improve your empathic abilities. And the way to do that is through regular empathy. That's human regular empathy.
Wow, really? That's right. Practice empathic skills using regular human empathy. That should all do anyway.
So here's...
Wow, I did not know that. I'm practicing empathy daily, and I didn't know that that's actually how you can strengthen your empathic skills. Duh, right? I'm able to, forgive and forget, and just not forget, forgive, and just put myself in people's shoes and feel how they feel, because I know I've been through that before, and just see them as me, and that's how I'm able to develop more of my empathic skills. I did not know that. Well, I'm about to finish this video. If you guys want to finish this video, you guys should. It's like a 14-minute long video. I'm not going to make this video as long as it needs to be. But maybe some people is like, nah, play it. I might play a few more minutes, and then I'm going to cut it off. So just so you guys can go watch it for yourselves on YouTube. Her name is Nikki Sutton, and she's a very, very beautiful being, like an alien or something, and she's beautiful, awesome, and she just gives us spiritual insight. So I'm just gonna play a few more minutes of this.
An article from Psychology Today. So looking at our brains and empathy, neuroscientists have recently discovered that humans are wired to experience empathy through multiple systems of mirror neurons in our brains. These mirror neurons reflect back actions that we observe in others, causing us to mimic that action in our own brains. When we observe someone in pain, or when we are with someone happy, we experience that to a certain extent. These mirror neurons are the primary psychological basis of empathy. They create a neural Wi-Fi that connects us to the feelings of people around us. So, the way I find it works is by starting off by imagining what it's like to be someone. It then turns into the feeling of spiritual empathy, of being empathic. So what I'll do is when I'm with someone, in order to practice, I will imagine what it's like to be them. And by doing that, you're actually tuning into their consciousness. Just like focusing on any other spiritual task, you need to have ultimate focus, become one with the object you're working on, or the person you're working with. It's an intense sense of focus and concentration on that person. And the way to do that is to imagine what it's like to be them. And then spiritual empathy, feeling empathic, will then naturally follow from that, for most people.
All right, that just dropped the major gems right there. Let's start right there, guys. And if you want to go ahead and watch this video on YouTube, it is how to become, hold on, why is my flash on? How to become empathic. Learn to be an empath with these methods. And it shows us, what being an empath, is, and how we can strengthen those abilities if we're a reflection of mind, and you're serious of becoming an oracle, or just serious about developing your natural born gifts, your natural psychic abilities. Then here's a video for you. This is called the Empath and how to strengthen your gifts. I give thanks for Nikki Sutton for this information, and I hope this helped anyone there. So peace, love, and light. I love myself. Until next time, sweet dreams.